Coma, com a 12 Biela, com a 13 Tempo, com a 15 Chuno e o treinador Evandro. Vamos agora para a apresentação da equipe da Tailândia. Com a 5 Nippon, com a 6 Supawichi, com a 7 Matutaka, com a 9 Kanakaki, com a 11 Matorak, com a 12 Tachichan, com a 13 Tony, com a 14 Amotep, com a 15 Combat. Vamos agora para a apresentação da equipe de arbitragem. Primeiro árbitro Fernandes, com o segundo árbitro Hamed, terceiro Linas e o comissário Nathan. Neste momento pedimos que todas as pessoas presentes se coloquem em posição de respeito para a execução do hino nacional da África do Sul. Nesse momento, vamos para a execução do hino nacional da Tailândia.
Good morning from Sao Paulo, Brazil. It's the penultimate day of the 2025 IWBF U23 Men's World Championships. And first up this morning is the place classification game for 11 and 12 between Thailand and South Africa. Match officials for today, crew chief is Enzo Fernandez, and he will be assisted by Aya Ahmed and Linas Radikas, and our game commissioner is Natalie van Meurs from the Netherlands. South Africa will pick up the first possession. Both these teams coming out of Pool B. South Africa with a narrow victory over Thailand in the pool stages. Not much between the two sides though, so all to play for. Playing for pride here for their respective countries. Kong Pakal, the danger man for Thailand. And Thailand unable to convert there with Varatuk. Away comes South Africa with Ntando Nokoma. And Nokoma will put up the shot. Rebound collected by Thailand. Away comes Phu Phan. Kong Pakal will open the scoring here in this game. Ntrola for South Africa. Kanya Zundu. Zundu's attempt doesn't drop for the African champs, and Varatuk will play it up to Kong Pakal. Offensive foul goes against Thailand's number 7 there, Sai Suwan. Pietros Molivi in possession for South Africa. Finds Nokoma inside the key. Nokoma battling to hold on to the possession, and Cholwa will put up a one-handed attempt there. Offensive foul goes against the South African number 12 there, Bonga Menzi Bayela. Varatuk now for Thailand. 8 minutes left in this first period. We've just got the 2 points in the game, and Thailand looking to extend the lead, unable to do so through Phu Phan, and South Africa though have the ball tapped away from them. Ziliam Chol for South Africa will play the ball back to Nokoma. Nokoma with the long-range attempt, short. Very slow start here for both teams. Varatuk in possession for Thailand. You'll find Kong Pakal. Kong Pakal will put up the shot, banks it in. Banks it off the backboard, but unable to convert, and Bayela brings it up for South Africa. Looking for space. Offensive foul will go against Bayela. Verituk in possession for the men in red, Thailand. Kong Pakao. And rebound will be collected there by Petrus Malefe. Nokama will bring it up. And Nokama has the angle shut down by Kong Paka, and South Africa still struggling to get on the scoreboard. 6:40 to play in this first period. Offensive foul goes against Thailand's number 11, Verituk. Tando Nokama eventually gets South Africa on the board with 6 minutes 30 left here in the first period. Verituk to Kung Pakao, and a quick pass across towards Fu Fan, but South Africa will transition down to the other side of the court, and Nokama takes South Africa up to 4. Timeout called by Thailand coach Mohamed Daystar. 5:59 to play in the first period. 2 points in the game. Verituk will bring the ball up for Thailand. Fu Fan. Fu Fan looking to play it into Kung Pakao, but South Africa shutting up the avenues there for Kung Pakao. And Ntando Nokama unable to convert. Ball is head out of the hands of Bayela by Kung Pakao. Tanya Zundu will set himself up for the shot, and fortunate ricochet off the ring. See South Africa take a 4-point advantage with 5:20 to play here in this first period. Verituk will put up the shot, and it doesn't fall for Thailand, and away comes Nokama once again for South Africa. Verituk is blown for the foul against South Africa's number 12 there, Bayela. Call made by referee Aya Ahmed from Egypt. Great servant of the game is Aya Ahmed, one of the top technical officials from the African continent. And in the meantime, South Africa struggling to convert. Bayela will pick up the rebound, and another foul will go against Thailand's number, looks like number 14 there is Kong Pukao. Nokoma will play it in towards Tanya Zundu. Good work there from Sai Suwan, stealing the ball away from the South African number 15. And in the meantime, Fu Fan will transition down to the other side of the court and narrows the deficit to 2. 4:24 to play here in this first period. Mchowa for South Africa puts up the shot. Hasn't had much success in this tournament. Has the South African number 7. Kong Pukao finding Verituk, and he levels the scores. 3:59 to play in the first period. Sabisi will give the ball back to Mchowa. Nokoma. And shot a little bit flat, as is Zundu's attempt, and loose ball will come to South Africa's Nokoma. Referees will stop the play for Verituk as he finds himself lying on the floor in the danger zone. Nokoma looking to get past Verituk. Kong Pukao trying to shut Nokoma down. Zundu set the pick for the South African number 11 Nokoma, and Nokoma converts. South Africa 8, Thailand 6. Verituk to Kong Pukao, and Kong Pukao, bread and butter, part of the court for the Thailand number 14, levels the score. Mchowa finds Zundu. Zundu unable to convert, and Verituk will pick it up for Thailand. Kong Pukao. Good work there from Sai Suwan, stopping the progress of Nokoma. Foul will go against the South African number 9 Sabisi, and that'll take Fu Fan to the line. Fu Fan unable to convert either attempt, and Nokoma will launch the ball long towards Mchowa. Mchowa will find Malifi. Malifi puts up the shot. Foul will go against Verituk. That foul should take Verituk up to 3 fouls for the game. So Thailand will just want to manage the foul situation with Verituk. And Malifi converts the first attempt. 2:16 to play here in the first period. And Malifi Malifi takes the South African lead back up to 2. Kong Pokal finds Verituk, and Verituk with lots of time, but unable to make the most of that opportunity. And away comes Nokama. Nokama just losing possession there, and good work from Thailand winning the ball back. And Kong Pakao will bring it up the middle. The danger man for Thailand, looking for some space, finds it, but uncharacteristically unable to convert. And Chowa will find the pass towards Sabisi, but Sabisi unable to pick it up. So turnover from South Africa. Kong Pakao now in possession for Thailand. Space opening up, but good work there from Malifi. Referees will stop play so that Thailand's Verituk can be picked up off the floor. Verituk, Kong Pakao. Fan. And Thailand will be called for the 24-second violation. And Zundu to Nchowa. Nchowa finds Sabisi. Sabisi will put up the shot and take South Africa up to a 4-point lead. We're in the final minute of this first period. Verituk looking for options. South Africa looking to shut up their zone and forced Verituk into a long-range attempt. Rebound collected by Nokama. Nokama to Zundu, back to Nchowa. Sabisi to Zundu. Zundu puts up the shot. Rebound is eventually picked up by Fan for Thailand. And that'll be the end of the first period. South Africa will take a 12-point to 8 lead into the second period. Verituk will get us underway here in the second period. South Africa with a 4-point lead at this stage. Verituk just about losing possession, but Thailand through Fufan now will play the ball across to Kong Pakao. 5 seconds on the shot clock, and Kong Pakao unable to convert. Zilium Chowa for South Africa. Finds Sabisi in the paint, and Sabisi does well, converts for the men in white, takes them up to 14. Verituk. South African defense solid at the moment, and Thailand patiently trying to look for an opening, and Verituk needs to get the shot up. He eventually does get it up. Rebound though will be collected by Nokoma. Nokoma will play it to Mchowa. Mchowa looks for Zundu. Zundu immediately puts up the shot. Rebounds collected by Sabisi. Sabisi gets the shot up, and a foul will be called on the Thailand number 14, Kong Pakao. So Sabisi to the line for 2, and Kong Pakao picks up his second foul of the game. And Sabisi takes South Africa up to 15. Thailand will make a substitution. Off goes the number 6, Arai Brang, and onto the court comes the Thailand number 5, Nippon. Nippon Buntamawat, his full name. Kong Pakao, normally reliable in those positions, and unable to convert on that occasion. Away comes Mchowa. And Mchowa unable to convert, but tidying up nicely for the South Africans is Kanya Zundu. Verituk for Thailand. Finding Kong Pakao with a bit of space, and once again the Thailand star performer unable to convert for the Asians, and fortunately for them the ball falls into the hands of Saisuwan, but Thailand battling to keep onto the possession there, and South Africa now through Mchowa. Mchowa to Zundu. Zundu back to Mchowa. Mchowa will look to put up the shot, and this occasion Zile Mchowa takes South Africa up to an 11-point lead, the biggest of the game. Kong Pakao doesn't drop for Thailand, and he does his best to pick up the loose ball, but South Africa will inbound from the baseline. Zundu will bring it up. And Tando Nokoma will put up the long-range attempt. Rebound collected by Verituk. And Nokoma will try and halt the progress of Verituk, which Malifi ends up doing. Verituk, though, playing, I was about to say playing a composed game, but promptly turns the ball over, but wins it back. So good recovery there from Verituk. Draws the foul out of Ntando Nokoma. Timeout's going to be called by Thailand coach Mohamed Destar. Saisuan will inbound the ball to Verituk. Verituk's shot doesn't land for Thailand, and away comes Kanya Zundu for South Africa. You'll want to make sure. And South Africa making a complete mess of that opportunity and give away the foul. South African coaching staff not impressed with that. Verituk finds Kong Pukao, and good work there from Kong Pukao. Draws the foul out of Lukanyu Dengu. Ntando Nokoma in possession for South Africa. Nokoma's attempt very flat, and away comes Verituk, and Nokoma doing well to rip it away. Alternating possession will favor South Africa. Lukanyu Dengu puts up the shot short and will go straight out of bounds. Kong Pukao for Thailand does well under pressure. So Thailand chipping away at the South African lead. Was at 11 at one stage. Just 7 points. Thailand with another foul though. Saisuan. Ntando Nokoma will put up the shot. Doesn't land for Thailand. Good pressure from Nokoma. making it difficult for Fufan, and Saisuan picks up another quick foul. Nokama will go to the line. The referee's just consulting whether that was unsportsmanlike. They give Saisuan the benefit of the doubt. That foul, though, is the fourth foul for Saisuan, so another player on in foul trouble. South Africa asking for a video review. So video review works for the South African coaching staff there, as the foul is upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul. Timeout called by South Africa. 4:22 to play here in this half. South Africa 19, Thailand 12. Kanya Zundu for South Africa. Rebound will be collected by Nokama. Nokama with the hook shot takes South Africa up to a 10-point lead. 4:11 left here in this first half. Verituk for Thailand, looking for Kumpukau. Kumpukau is watched there by Mchowa, does enough to put off the Thailand number 14. And South Africa pick up the possession inside the Thailand half. Nokama looking for some space, puts up the shot, banks it in. Verituk's shot will be collected off the rebound by Ntando Nokama. Nokama's attempt on that occasion doesn't land, but good work from Zundu. Picks up the rebound and converts for South Africa. takes them up to a 14-point lead, and still 3 minutes to play here in this first half. Rebound once again picked up by the South Africans. Thailand struggling on the offensive side of the court, and in the meantime Sabisi trying to add to the South African tally, not getting much success on that attempt. And Zundu with the long-range attempt doesn't land. Thailand will pick up the rebound with Verituk. Kong Pokal will play the ball to Verituk with space. Once again, just not able to finish at the moment are Thailand. Zundu will play it to Malifi, Malifi to Mchowa, and Mchowa will find Nokama, and Nokama's attempt on that occasion doesn't land. So a very scrappy play at the moment from both sides. Either side looking to control the tempo, and Malifi has to put up a shot, but ended up passing it to Nokama instead. Nokama unable to convert. Thailand will turn the ball over to the South Africans once more. 1:16 to play here in this first half. Sabisi with the shot. And now Kung Pakal looking to find a way past Mchowa. And he's supported there by Verituk, but tracking back was Malifi. But eventually Kung Pakal will get the shot up, but struggling for form this morning is the Thailand number 14, Kung Pakal. And now Mchowa is the latest player to battle to convert. 24 seconds left in this first half. Thailand desperately wanting to pick up some points here. Shot clock is at 6. Kong Pakal will put up the shot, doesn't land, and long pass will go towards Kanya Zundu, and he will pass it through to Mchowa. Mchowa unable to convert. So at halftime here in Sao Paulo, South Africa lead Thailand by 26 points to 12. We'll be back in 15 minutes time. Welcome back to Sao Paulo for the second half of the 11th and 12th place playoff here at the 2025 IWBF U23 Men's World Championship. Halftime score, South Africa leading Thailand by 14, 26-12. Ntando Nokama leading the point scoring of the game with 11. And for Thailand, once again, Kong Pakar, who is in possession. He is unable to take his tally up to 10. 8 for the game so far for the Thailand's number 14. Nokama in the meantime will bring it up for South Africa. And Kanya Zundu doesn't land, and away comes Phu Phan. Long pass towards Kong Pakar. He does strip the ball away from Dengu there. And Kong Pakar will set himself up, closely watched from Nokama, and the rebound ricochets into the hands of Varatuk, should I say. And Ndile Brewer will give the ball to Kanya Zundu. And Zundu will put up the shot, doesn't drop. Kong Pakar with the rebound. Varatuk trying to find a way past Nokama, and is unable to do so. Falls over, so possession back to South Africa. Kanya Zundu short on that occasion. Saisawan in possession for Thailand. Phu Phan will join him up in the Thailand half. Varatuk will get the first points of this first half, takes Thailand up to 14. He is fouled. We'll go to the line for for one. Makes it a 3-point play. Space opens up there for Kanya Zundu, and he gladly accepts the opportunity. South Africa 28, Thailand 15, 8 to play in the third period. South Africa pressing Thailand, and wayward pass from Phu Phan towards Kong Pakar. Goes straight out of bounds, so South Africa pick up the possession. Khotso Letsalo will roll the ball towards Zundu. Letsalo to Nokama. And Nokama puts up the shot, doesn't drop. Phu Phan trying to find a way past Ndile Brewer. Checks back. Zundu unable to prevent the ball going into the South African key, and Kong Pakar converts for Thailand to keep them within 11 points. Nokama looking for some space, gets round Rai Brang, and Kong Pakar picks up the rebound. And away comes Varatuk. Varatuk will find Kong Pakar, and Kong Pakar takes Thailand up to 19. Ndile Brewer will put up the shot. Kung Pakao picks up the rebound. And away goes the ball. There's not much hope of Saisawan picking up that pass. Tando Nokama for South Africa. And Zundu will put up the shot, doesn't drop, and works hard to get the rebound. He does. Finds Nokama. Nokama will draw the foul from Fu Fan, and he'll go to the line. Six to play here in the third. South Africa by 10. Kung Pakao looking to convert for Thailand, unable to do so, and away comes Nokama for South Africa, looking to find Zundu, and Zundu didn't find himself in the best position there, unable to convert for South Africa. Varituk, closely watched by Nokama. Kung Pakao is going to be called for the offensive foul. Third foul for Kung Pakao. Ndile Brewer for South Africa. Thought about the shot, finds Nokama. Nokama unable to convert. Kung Pakao now in possession for Thailand. Fu Fan. Fu Fan looking for options to plays it to Varituk. Varituk looking for Kung Pakao, and Kung Pakao puts up the shot. Foul's going to go against South Africa's number 15, Zundu. Zundu will come away with the ball for South Africa. Nokama will pick it up off balance, puts a shot up, draws the foul. And at last, Nokama gets some points on the board here in this third period for South Africa. Both sides guilty of poor finishing so far in the third. Not many points added since the halftime break. So Thailand now with Fu Fan looking for Kung Pakao. Kung Pakao looking for options. Spins away from Letswalo, finds a bit of space, but almost losing possession. Ball will find its way to Verituk, and Verituk making it difficult for the South Africans. Ndile Brewer, though, will launch the ball towards Nokama. Nokama will get past the Thailand number 6, Rai Brang, and ball is out of bounds. South Africa possession. Lukanyu Dengu finds Nokama. Nokama looking to get something up. Took too long, 3-second violation. Fufan to Verituk. Zundu wins it back, finds Dengu, and now Nokama will take South Africa up to 32 points. 4 minutes to play here in the third. Foul's going to be called on Nokama. Rai Brang under a bit of pressure there, but Kung Pakao will find the ball, passes it through to Sai Suwan, who converts for Thailand, their number 7. Away comes Zundu for South Africa. 3:17 to play here in the game, in the third period, shall I say. And Zundu hits back straight away, takes South Africa up to 34. 13-point advantage. Kung Pakao looking for Poifan, and Poifan converts for Thailand. Zundu will put up the shot. Rebound's going to be picked up by Thailand. Verituk, but almost losing it under pressure there. And good work to eventually find Kung Pakao. Numbers advantage for Thailand, but somehow Dengu comes away with it. Good work there from the South African number 13. And Nokama will set himself up. Shot doesn't land, and Brewer will pick up the possession for South Africa. Nokoma for South Africa puts up the shot. It's short, looking to pick up the rebound over Kong Pakao, but the referees will indicate that Nokoma pushed Kong Pakao, so another foul for the South African number 11. Substitution will be made. Nokoma will go off as he picks up his third foul of the game. Kong Pakao and Raibrang unable to convert. Kong Pakao will pick up the rebound, finds Verituk doesn't convert. And Kanya Zundu under pressure there, unable to pick up the possession. Bayela though in control for South Africa, and Dile Brewer not using the backboard on that occasion, but South Africa eventually will tidy up. 36 plays 23 as we move towards the final minute and 10 of this third period. Pakao in possession, 12 points in the game for the Thailand number 14. Nokoma still leading the way in point scoring for the South African team with 15, and Saisawan will take Thailand up to 25. Final minute of this third period. Zundu to Bayela. Bayela looking for some options, finds Letswalo. Shot clock is at 11. Letswalo puts up a speculative shot at best. Kong Pakao to Saiswan, and he's unable to convert, but tidying up for Thailand is Verituk. Foul's going to be called against Zundu, and Verituk to the line. South Africa will inbound from the baseline, and Dele Brewer, referee indicating that the possession belongs to Thailand. Foul called on Thailand's number 12 off the ball there, Foifan. Kanya Zundu. Zundu puts up the three. Rebound will be picked up initially by Thailand. Ball ricochets out of bounds though. 7 seconds left in the period. South Africa will have a opportunity to add to the points, and Zundu unable to do so. Opportunity now for Thailand. Can he get the shot up? Unfortunately for Thailand, he is unable to do so. So at the end of the third period, South Africa lead Thailand by 36 points to 25. Mchowa to Malifi. Malifi will get the ball back from Mchowa and decides not to put up the shot. Mchowa once again disappointing from the field at the moment. Has not really had a successful tournament on the field goal percentages. Verituk, Kung Pakao. Thailand looking to narrow the South African lead, and he does so. So 9-point advantage for South Africa. Thailand just starting to get themselves back into the game. South Africa not finishing on their offensive side. Zundu looking for some space, gets the shot up and answers immediately to the Thailand score on the other side. Verituk looking for Kung Pakao. Kung Pakao, lots of time, unable to convert, but Thailand will pick up the loose ball, and once again Kung Pakao in a better position and converts for Thailand. Tando Nokama looking to get past Kung Pakao, he does, and Nokama is fouled. Correction, the referee indicating that Nokama was the guilty party. That'll be Nokama's 4th foul. Correction, that was his 5th. So no more action here for South Africa's key man. Opportunity now for Thailand to take advantage of that. Verituk, Payala taking too long on the ball, showing too much of it to Thailand. Malifi, Thailand sense an opportunity here, pressing South Africa, and Raibarang called for the foul. Goes Zundu, finds Sabisi. Sabisi looking for Mchowa. Mchowa will find Bayela. And Bayela spends more time falling backwards in these games, it would seem, and eventually converts for South Africa. Bongamenzi, Bayela playing in a new chair and hasn't quite managed to get comfortable in it. Verituk towards Fufan, and Fufan able to convert. Sabisi will find Zundu. Zundu to Malifi. Malifi will find Sabisi, but Sabisi unable to pick up the pass from Malifi. Zundu will try and stop Verituk, but unable to do so. Mchowa. Thailand pressing. Mchowa will eventually get the ball over the halfway line, and Malifi will play in Sabisi. Sabisi unable to convert, and Kung Pakao will bring it up for Thailand. 6:24 to play, 7-point advantage for South Africa. Thailand with the momentum at the moment. Game still very scrappy from both sides, and Kong Pakao gets the shot up. Foul's going to go against Kanya Zundu, and that'll take Kong Pakao to the line. So Thailand now up to within 5, 6 to play. South Africa without their star player Nokama has fouled out of the game early on in this third period, and Thailand making the most of that advantage and take the deficit back down to 3. Foul's going to go against South Africa, and Thailand to the line. Timeout called by the South African bench. Kong Pakao adds the 3-point play, so it's a 2-point game now. South Africa with the possession. Thailand shifting the momentum in their favor. South Africa struggling now to get out of the half. The press is working for Thailand. Kong Pakao looking to pick up the rebound, and ball will roll down the court. Sabisi working hard to pick up the possession for South Africa. Finds Bayela. Foul will be called against Saisuan. And that's Saisuan's 5th foul. Zili Mtowa. Kanya Zundu. Zundu puts up the shot and just calms some of the South African nerves a bit as he takes the lead up to 4 now. 5:23 to play here, all to play for between both these teams. Great comeback so far in this 4th period by Thailand. And key player for Thailand has been Kong Pakao again. Zundu will find Mcholwa. Mcholwa looking to break into the paint. He does, finds a pass towards Bayela. Ball deflected out of bounds by one of the Thailand players. 12 seconds on the shot clock for South Africa to try and put some more points on the board. Zundu will put up the shot. The rebound will fall for Thailand. Kong Pakao, Raibrang, Verituk. And Verituk falling out of his chair. South Africa will pick up the possession. 4:37 left in the game. Substitution South Africa. Lukanya Dengo checks in, and Malife will take a break. Mchowa to Zundu. Zundu gets past Raibrang, puts up the shot, and takes South Africa up to 44. 4:20 to play here in the game. Kung Pakao for Thailand. Verituk goes into the key, finds the pass, and away comes Mchowa with the steal. And Mchowa gets the ball over the half court. Finds Zundu. Zundu puts up a somewhat rushed shot then. Better off slowing the play down with the South African, number 15, but Thailand in the meantime with Phu Phan. Thailand number 12, shot clock at 8. Phu Phan will need to get something going. Yeah, he does get the shot up and does well there, the Thailand number 12. Sabisi for South Africa, looking for Bayela. Bayela will find Mchowa, and Mchowa unable to finish off there. Verituk looking for Raibrang. Raibrang back to Verituk, doing well, the number 11 for Thailand, just can't convert. Bayela will pick up the rebound. In the meantime, unsportsmanlike foul called against South Africa, giving Thailand the opportunity to, technical foul shall I say. So, 3 minutes to play in the game. South Africa will pick up the possession. Sabisi pass just difficult for the South African number 9 there to control, but Zundu technical foul is now going to go against the Thailand coach Mohamed Daystar, so Zundu to the line. Coach not happy with the situation where the South African player Sabisi was using the ground to balance while still in possession of the ball. Kanya Zundu takes advantage of the additional points on offer, just keeping South Africa with a 5-point lead. Zundu unable to convert the attempt, picks up the rebound though, plays it out to Mchowa, and Azile Mchowa takes South Africa into a 7-point lead as we move towards the final 2.5 minutes of the game. Africa looking to keep Kung Pakao out, but Kung Pakao will convert. Bayela for South Africa. Finds Mchowa. Mchowa breaking down the court. Has Dengu available to him. He puts up the shot. And Bongaminzi Bayela unable to convert. .147 to play. South Africa 47, Thailand 42. Kung Pakao finds Verituk. Verituk puts up the shot. Rebound's going to be picked up by Bayela, and Bayela will look to get South Africa into the Thailand half. And Kanya Zundu is going to be fouled by Arai Briang. Mchowa to Kanya Zundu. Mchowa telling Zundu to slow it down, use as much of the clock as possible. Of course, Zundu decides to ignore that and puts up a shot with 17 on the shot clock. Foul called against South Africa, so it takes Verituk to the line. Verituk unable to convert, but picks up the rebound, finds Kung Pakao, so worked out in favor of Thailand on that occasion. So final minute, 10 seconds to play. South Africa with possession. Sabisi finds Lukanya Dengo. Dengo will play it into Kanya Zundu, and offensive foul goes against Dengu. Long pass up the court from Kung Pakao, and just lapse in concentration there from Rai Brang, gives South Africa the possession. South Africa now will look to use up the clock a bit better than they did on the last time down the court. And Kanya Zundu, Mchowa. They'll try and use up as much of the clock as possible. Nzila Mchowa holding into the possession, doing well so far. 9 on the shot clock, and Dengu will get up the shot. Doesn't drop, but here comes opportunity for Thailand. Sabisi will be called for the foul. Thailand to the line. So 3-point game, 30 seconds left. Thailand with the opportunity to narrow the lead down to 1. rebound will be grabbed by the South Africans. Bayela, now it's Kundu. Tanya Zundu needs to get the ball over the halfway line. Just about does it as it shot clock went through to the 16-second mark. Zundu puts up the shot and calms the South African team bench nerves. Timeout will be called by the Thailand coach Mohamed Daystar. 6 points to get, 12 seconds left. Thailand will inbound from the South African half. Twelve seconds left of the game. Thailand with the possession. Thailand looking for Kung Pakao. Kung Pakao will put up the three and it's short and that will go out of bounds. So still 8 seconds left. South Africa. Timeout called by South Africa. Technical foul was called against one of the South Africans, but Kung Pakao unable to make the most of that opportunity. 8 seconds left here for South Africa to hold out and claim their 11th place finish, their best finish since 2013, and Mankele will put up the shot, it doesn't drop, and that will be the end of the game. So South Africa have picked up their second win of the 2025 IWBF U23 Men's World Championship, and will finish 11th, Thailand 12th, and that'll be all from Sao Paulo for now. Final score here at the Paralympic Training Center: South Africa 49, Thailand 44.